Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
You need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got fourth and inches.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on fourth and inches in their own territory. Ball handed off, and he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to find some room. It's Sanders. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. The Gamecocks come up to the line in the hurry up. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
To the air, it's Sellers. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. That's reeled in. It's Sanders using a strong stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. And the completion made. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Sellers. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Looking to chuck it again. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception, because that's the offense up in good shape.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Looking for the wideout. Who makes the grab? That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Sellers. Bringing pressure. Quarterback looking to scramble. The Gamecocks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Inside, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The clock is still running. They'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. They're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Ibuka. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Try to pick up the third and short through the air. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Running out of time in the pocket. Finding some room at the 25. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Simon. And the offense will now quickly spend the timeout.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Direct snap to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. And he knocks that one right through. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Breaks free. Trying to create outside the pocket now. No idea what he was trying to do there, but the end result is going to be a safety. Wow. So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. Choosing to return the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
The Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Field goal try, no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Sanders. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw. It's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. That pass is caught. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
On first down, it's play action. That's reeled in. It's Tate. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of light from this offense.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And he's not going to make it. Big stop of the defense and still a 5-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That's caught. It's Sanders. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. The Gamecocks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
To throw, it's Sellers. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down after a short gain there. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw it again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get the film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws it to the right. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. And the Gamecocks begin a new series here. 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. That's a big hit at the end, but on a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Using his legs, it's Sanders. I tried to use this stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Grab near the sticks. It's Simon. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
From the shotgun, drops back. And the catch made in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The sure hands. It's Tate. They'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Off target and incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. And now the running back's got it again. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. touchdown sets up a critical third down play. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense can just hang on for a few more seconds. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
They need to score quickly here. Trying to dial up some big plays. Dropping back. It's Sellers. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Look out, he's got some space. And the interception will end it, the final play of the ballgame. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national